All right, folks, we got a good video for you today. I'm going to show you Arizona's two newest superchargers. One of them is really impressive. And the other thing we're going to do is an efficiency test because it's 102 degrees outside. The roof rack is off and I got new Tesla glass installed. And this glass actually, less heat comes through, I've noticed. This is a 2020 long-range Model Y, so there's a lot that's changed over the years. It's double-paned glass. I don't know if it was always double-paned, but this is definitely double-paned. It's darker, less heat comes through, and the roof rack is off, so we're gonna see if we can get improved efficiency with this thing, and the route is fairly flat as well. So we're going to Eloy, Arizona first. Let's see, edit trip. Yeah, so we're going to Eloy, which is on the way to Tucson. You can see right here, 27 stalls open and 37 stalls open in Dateland. Yeah, these are beautiful locations, and we're gonna eat our string cheese and be on our way. Also, quick question about string cheese. Do you peel your string cheese and eat it like this, or are you one of these people? Let me know. I don't know. I think they both have their time and place. Personally, I'm a peeler, because it's string cheese, not chunk cheese, right? That just doesn't feel right. Doesn't feel right. All right, so as you can see on the screen here, we're already preconditioning the battery for fast charging. It's 99 degrees outside, so it is fairly warm, so I'm not sure if it's warming it up to get hotter or cooler to get to the right temperature. But again, just the way the software is, and updating. There's even an update recently where if you just tap the turn signal and then you go in, you just tap the turn signal and you go into the lane, you don't have to touch it again, and then it will turn off the turn signal for you. So then if we tap it again, go back into the lane and not cut anyone off, turns it right off. The other smart thing that it does is if you're going into a turn lane, like to a light, and you turn on the turn signal and get into that lane, it doesn't cancel because it knows that you're in a turn lane and still need to turn. So like the software on these things, that's what I mean. They are so far ahead of these other companies making electric vehicles, the preconditioning, the charging network, and the software constantly being updated and monitored and maintained. I know Tesla lacks like so-called luxury features. There are other electric vehicles like the GV70 that I drove. Much nicer car to be in, just has luxury features, cooled seats, all that stuff. It costs $74,000, so it's higher price, but much nicer to be in. This has things that you can't see as much. This screen looks simplistic and boring, but the power that's behind it is remarkable. So 7.8 miles till we're at this charger, and I'm interested to see how it is. It's a V3 charger, 250 kilowatt charging speed. We'll see what kind of speed we can get out of it at, I don't know what state of charge we're supposed to. We're gonna get there with a 50% state of charge. So we're not gonna get up to the 250 kilowatts. So another thing to note here as far as the battery preconditioning, it is heating the battery up. So the battery is currently at 133 degrees Fahrenheit. This is the Testlogix device that I have installed. I'll have this video linked in the description. I highly recommend you check that out, because it's actually a really cool device. You can measure like 0 to 60 and see what's draining your energy the most. So it's warming our battery up. I'm interested to see when this turns off, what like a good temperature is for the battery to be heated up perfectly. It's gonna be interesting to see. I'm surprised it needs to warm up when it's 100 degrees outside. All right, so we're plugged in at the Eloy location. We got V3 chargers here, beautiful, plug it in, immediately starts working. We're getting 126 kilowatts and we're at 50% state of charge. So they're just beautiful, 28 stalls here. It's so clean. This is all freshly paved, new construction. You can see there wouldn't be anything going on here anyways. So the fact that you can have chargers, you have a gas station with bathrooms right there, another gas station over there, you have a McDonald's down the way. So if you have a 25 or 30 minute stop, you have a couple of options as far as things to do. So it's just so impressive how robust this network is. There should almost be like achievements for going to how many superchargers you go to. 7 minutes here to continue our trip to go to the Dateland Supercharger. Dateland apparently has solar panels and all that stuff. So I'm excited to see that. One of my favorite things to do after I'm all charged up is to just bean it. So much power. My goodness, this thing is quick. Who is Jesus? Who is he? I don't know. You tell me. But we're on our way. We have an hour and 37 minutes, 115 miles. It says we're going to get there at a 34% state of charge to the Dateland Supercharger. Now, this apparently was rumored to be a V4 supercharger. I reached out to someone on the Tesla charging team, and they said, they looked into it, they said, no, this is just a V3 supercharger, meaning a 250 kilowatt output supercharger. So I don't know if it has the hardware in place for higher charging speeds. I guess that's a possibility. But as far as I know, V3, we're on our way. There's also no Teslas that can charge above 250. Well, that's what they're rated at. Mine's gone to like 253 a couple times. I guess we'll see, but I'm excited to see this one. Also, let's check the efficiency we ran on that run. So the efficiency on that run was 70%. Average speed was 70 miles per hour. And then we ascended 295 feet to a peak of 1,513 feet. All of that information can be found on the Tesla app. I'll have a link in the description for that. You can get like a month free of their pro version to see if it's worth it to you. So that is what that is for. That's where I'm getting that information. Pretty useful app, but you know, I don't know, it's not like for everyone. So enough talking. I adjusted my rear suspension on the Model Y. I have the Unplugged Performance Luxury suspension. I set the rear to setting 8 of 32, and the front is at setting 18 of 32, so for stiffer. And the car is riding really nice right now. After we did Matt's car and put the Tint shocks on it, he had a stiff front and then the soft back. It actually really makes the car ride nice. So that's how I currently have mine set up. Feels really good. We're preparing for possible phantom braking. The desert mirage effect, I think, screws this up. I've heard people complain about the trip to, because this road goes to San Diego. We're on the 8, Interstate 8. This is where I've heard people say that phantom braking is really bad. So it happened once so far, like kind of bad. Like there was a car beside me and we were just both going 80 and all of a sudden I just went back here. So that's life. Now, part of the fun of having an electric vehicle is you can charge it at home, and there are savings incorporated with that. To further enhance those savings, you need the Optiwatt app, which is a free app on your phone. With the Optiwatt app, you're able to track your charging costs and even let the app decide when it's best environmentally and best for your local grid to charge your EV. And whether you have a Tesla, Rivian, or several other brands, you will still be able to take advantage of the Optiwatt app despite not being in the Tesla cult. I mean, shit, you can even precondition your battery before you leave. Additionally, the Optiwatt app now has the smart thermostat integration, meaning if you have a Nest, Ecobee, or Honeywell smart thermostat, you can now integrate into the Optiwatt app so your house can be as efficient as possible. The home schedule card shows you what setting is costing you the most money, and from here you can widen your temperature parameters to lower your energy costs. So I have the Optiwatt app linked in the description below. Again, it's totally free, and I'd appreciate if you use the link in the description because I get $5 for each person that uses that link. That's a direct way for you to support the channel without costing you any money. Optiwatt, thank you for sponsoring this video. Now back to it. Oh, that was the Department of Homeland Security. The, what's it called? The, what are the people called? Border Patrol? Border Patrol, there he is. Border Patrol's here. We're actually on our way to Dateland because we're helping immigrants come into the country illegally. Gotta stop it, sick people. I went to the border, I said, Joe, don't use the word smart with me. You're really stupid. All right, so we decided to do a quick pit stop at Gila Bend, Arizona. There's some Tesla chargers here. There's 150s here. Also, we got Taco Bell, Teslas, and Carl's Jr., McDonald's. All of America's greatest hits are at this charging stop, so that's great. But if you want to charge a little bit quicker, these are V3 chargers over here. See, it says up to 250 kilowatt on those signs up there. So that's actually nice that they label it. So if you come to this charger, those are the ones that you want to go to because you're going to get a little bit faster of a charge. But maybe you want to sit down and eat Taco Bell in the restaurant. What's the gas price right now? Who cares? Yeah, so just so you know, that's something to note. There are some chargers you will go to and it's like, you know, half of them are 150s and half of them are 250s. So you just got to kind of pay attention, look around, and the way you can tell is just by the charging cables are thinner on the 250s. So just something to pay attention to wherever you're at in the country. Hopefully that's a helpful Tesla tip of the day. T-T-O-T-D. T-T-O-T-D.
T-Todd.
T-Todd. Hello, my name is TeslaBot T-T-T-Todd. Todd. I have a new update where I can suck your... All right, folks, we pulled off the side of the road here to get this thumbnail. Kind of a money shot. Also, notice there are massive bones over here. And as you know, we like to do investigative work. Looking for... Holy cow. I mean, that's a bone if I've ever seen one. Look at that joint. Jeez. Where's the rest of it is my question. It's just kind of wild. Like, there was a gas station here, we think. You can see the sign there that's like totally out of commission. But there are bones here. That looked like the Covenant to me if you played Halo. Most likely grunt femurs, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, we're almost at Dateland. I think it's another 15 miles. It's just wild how vast this land is. Just nothing out here but grunt bones. We're doing some exploration, so that's the update. All right, so it's been a while since I've played baseball, but we're here at this abandoned, what looks to be, it was a gas station. Here's the sign, and we're gonna see if we can get this rock up through the arch of that sign. We'll try to get it through the third one in from the right. Oh! Pulled it. All right, third one in, second try. All right, soften it up. Fail. Can't do it. Onto Dateland. I don't know much about Dateland. I don't know why it exists, but there's a ton of palm trees. Hey, we got a Pizza Hut in Dateland. That's good. We got a Pizza Hut. We got palm trees, abandoned building. Dates, gifts, Pizza Hut, and date shakes. I bet the date shakes slap. Left in here, turn signal. Okay. See, this is what makes sense to me as far as Tesla chargers is you have them powered by solar. There's 40 stalls here, and there is only one other Tesla here. I mean, there's just plenty. Not only does it provide shade, look at the Tesla logo for Tesla Solar. I mean, this is sick. So we're gonna back this bad boy in. We got garbage cans, palm trees out the wazoo. Yeah, so let's see what kind of charging speeds we can get because we've got the car at 8%, so it's very low. And we're locked in here at Dateland. Other Tesla enthusiasts watching. Let's get her plugged in. Another thing to show you if you don't own a Tesla, Tesla owners know this, but if you click this button right here, it's automatically synced with your car to open up the charge port. Again, just being totally vertically integrated into their system, it makes everything better for you. And it's so clean. Trash cans, perfect cement, shade provided by the solar panels above, which are powering these chargers. Like, it just makes, this is where like the renewable energy, it makes a lot of sense. And having a way to store it, it's probably sunny here 400 days out of the year. 252 kilowatts showing. It just did 253, which is the most I've ever seen it do. There it is, 253. That's so impressive. Yeah, it took a little bit for it to ramp up the speed, but it got there quick. Only a 10-minute charge, and that'll be enough to get us 111 miles to home from here. So 111 miles, we'll be home, and to get that charge, it's 10 minutes. So that's pretty good. And we'll arrive home with 21% charge. So I think what a lot of people don't understand about Teslas is from the outside, you're not charging them to 100%. You're charging them for enough to get to your destination or enough to get to the next charger. And that's right now the quickest way to travel with them. So I still think that they need to have more range on them. But overall, these new charging sites, like when you start to go to these other charging sites and see like how expansive the Tesla network is, like surprisingly over there is an Electrify America charger, but there's like looks like there's 4 charging stations. This has 40 at 250 kilowatts that probably have a 97 or 99% uptime. It's really hard to beat. When you start to see what the competition has, you realize how far ahead, like it's not even close, really. Charging is what needs to be equal, but.
You should see how many of them don't work.
How many of these don't work?
No.
Oh, the other one? Yeah, we'll take a little road trip, little field trip. Just arrived. Chad's here, Chadamo. So you got that. Looks like, is it 5? It's not 5. It's 4:06. Thing doesn't even have the right time. How's it supposed to charge your car? Okay, so this looks like it's up. Also, both showing ready. Maximum power of this charger has been temporarily reduced until they can have a service update. So that's that. These are 350s though, so that's good. And this one's unavailable, and this one's ready. So of 8, and really only of 7, because Chatamo doesn't count, 2 are not at full speed, 1 is unavailable, and the rest say they're ready. These are 150s. This is a 350 hyper fast. It says this is also a 350, and apparently you can get full speed. So not bad, like for Electrify America sites. But I just like the reliability thing. Like if you came here driving a Rivian or something like that, and you didn't know if it was going to be up, that would be, I don't know, you could be stuck here in Dateland. Oh, wow. America the Beautiful. Look at Chatamo over here. Home of the Nissan Leaf, baby. We'll leave Chad in there. We don't want to. 50 kilowatts. Can you imagine? 50 kilowatts. You have to be here for like 2 days to get your car charged up. Not actually, it's like 4 hours, but can't take my guns, and you sure as hell can't take my gas. All right, so we got a little drink, and we got Alien Fresh Roadkill Original Beef Jerky. We almost got abducted cow honey jerky something, but we're gonna be hammering this on our road trip back. Actually a nice little store in there, lots of good trinkets. They're selling dates in there, so I think Dateland is maybe named after dates. Maybe they do a lot of date farming here, I don't know. Look at this charging site, I mean, it's just beautiful. I know it's slower to drive an electric car, okay? It's slower because you have to stop to charge. But it's also an interesting way to travel. You get to see these little areas that you otherwise wouldn't have stopped. You rush around, you get gas, throw it in the car. Now, I don't feel as tired on these trips because you get to walk around and stretch. Also, look at this little drive-through spot right here if you're towing a trailer. Like, they're just making them better and better as they develop these charging stops. I hope you guys liked our little Tesla Model Y road trip to see Arizona's newest chargers. But if you want to see Tesla accessories that are under $100 that will make your road trips a little bit better, click this video right here.